Welcome back to the podcast episodes. What is it, our fifth week? Fourth?
Episode 5 of Teacher versus Student. I'm your host, Mr. Waddell, followed by...
Caden Peterson, myself.
Yourself. Today on the docket we have probably 20 students in here, I would say. We're keeping a really healthy audience. What do you think, there's less than 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, 20!
I told you!
Oh!
Oh, probably 20. Exactly 20.
You know what?
Yeah. Don't think I can't see that shade just because I'm not
21.
Okay, all right. On the docket today, I have a few things. The first thing I wanted to talk about was last week, and we didn't have time for, so I'm going to get to it today. The idea of cloning. If you had a clone, or let's say there was a clone, and that clone didn't know that you existed, but you knew that that clone existed, and that clone was living its own life, would you try to interact with it? Would you become best friends with it? What would you do, Caden? I'm really curious as to what you would do with a clone.
All right, so...
And it didn't know that you existed.
All right, so if it didn't know I existed, I would follow it around. I would make it my life's ambition to follow it around and tamper with its life. Well, no. No, you're making...
Better or for worse?
Yeah, kind of weighs on both. Because, like, let's say it's walking down the street, I might trip it. No. Because if it's an exact replica of me, I don't know how I would react. I don't think. I've never been tripped by someone on the street before. So, I mean, I want to see that. So, like, hey, maybe I switch in winning lottery tickets. I won $1 million, steal his money. No, I'm just joking. Well, think about it.
Okay, so first of all, how does simply having a clone allow you to somehow professionally rig the lottery? Why wouldn't you just do that without a clone and just take the money for yourself?
Because it's more fun to see what happens when his $3 million is suddenly gone.
So you're gonna use that power for bad.
I call it the Santa Claus effect.
Okay.
You magically give people things that they want, and then if they're naughty, you take them away.
So it's the Grinch after effect.
Well, I call it Santa effect, but like. So it'd be really fun. Well, it'd be like interesting to see, like, I won $6 billion. Take that away. No! Just watch them have a mental breakdown. A day later, I give it back. Just see.
That person would have a stroke.
They're my age. I think I'm too young to have a stroke.
Okay. All right. What would you do if you had a clone that didn't know you existed, but you knew that they existed? Judd.
Well, I would kind of follow him around. I would, commit crimes in his area, but nothing too serious. And then I would hide, and I would just throw him under the bus so the cops see him. And then he's in jail, and I'm out free, go to his house, pretend I'm him. That probably wouldn't go so well. Well, are we saying, exact clones? We have the exact same everything?
What other kind of clones are there?
Well, are twins clones?
Yes.
So Evan and Dylan are clones.
No, those are fraternal twins. Identical twins
are
clones.
Oh, okay.
Bella, what would you do with your identical clone?
Okay. I would keep my identity a secret from them and make them live out all of the hard things in life. I'd make them study and ace my tests. Them go make me money.
No, they don't know you exist, though.
I know.
Blackmail.
But we have the same... We're going to have the same fingerprints, the same ID. So you could potentially hack into, or I don't know why I said hack. You could have them make money and work hard, and then you just take all the money out of their bank account.
And they're not going to notice that. They're not going to be like, identity theft, and then you go to prison.
They're not going to know who.
Not identity theft if they have the same identity.
No, but think about it. If they go to if they go to the cops and say this person stole this out of my account, the cops are going to say, "Hey, you stole your own money. you're a crazy person.
Like it's smart, have them do everything, but you'd lose a lot of intelligence. But like you can't just be like, hey, you're my clone, I made you, do my schoolwork. Like just you can't shove them into
I know
your
you
life.
just like lead them into doing something, like kind of just.
That sounds like a lot. That sounds like way more work than just being like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get coffee with myself.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was thinking. Like,
Go get
If-
coffee with yourself?
I don't like.
Why? That's not entertaining.
I think that would be extremely entertaining.
I want to see what it
You're
would
all trying to like take over the world here.
I think, like,
fun.
I think
That's what I would
one of the first that like if I made my clone meet me, I think the first thing I would do is like do intricate fist bumps with it because it's
You
fun.
both know what to do. No
Yeah,
matter what.
yeah, and I mean like it's not as fun doing this with yourself. Yay me!
But think about trying to have a conversation with yourself. It wouldn't be as interesting because it'd be the same thing. You know their answers.
Well, not
you know what they like.
not necessarily though, because that clone grew up in a different house than you did.
But it's still your clone.
Wait, so you
Like,
Yeah, but identical twins don't have the exact same thought all the time.
wait, you gave it parents?
Kylie and Chloe have the exact
It's
same
true.
child.
No,
Not
they
the
don't.
exact.
No, they don't.
Pretty.
Okay, so
Pretty
you're
close.
saying if you took one of those clones and threw them into Nairobi, and they grew up
What
in.
now?
Wait,
Okay.
What is that?
Okay, let's say they grew up in Africa,
Okay.
Okay.
Is it? Oh.
and you grew up in rural Minnesota. You're saying that they would still have the same perceptions on life?
No.
Of course
Well,
not.
Well. No.
They wouldn't even.
Well, when did you clone me? If you cloned me as a baby and then threw the babies in different.
1, 2, 3,
I think last
go!
podcast we were talking about throwing babies off like ski lifts.
No,
Yeah.
it was. I imagine Celie throwing a baby in front of a skier to win the Olympics,
Oh, yes.
or her performing birth delivery with ski hooks.
Yes. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, yeah, got him.
But because if you cloned me right now, I imagine I'd still have most of the same opinions.
And you'd have the same
Answers.
memories and favorite foods.
Yeah, but if you cloned me as a baby and put me at opposite sides of the world, then yes, we'd probably be different because we grew
Well,
up
that's kind of
differently.
what I was getting at. Is like the idea that there's a clone that you know exists but doesn't know you exist. So it must have grown up in a different lifestyle. Otherwise, it would know that it was going to be cloned.
But either way, unless it decides to become a hobo.
Well, I don't know if anybody decides to be a hobo. I think that's a series of circumstances that lead you to that lifestyle.
You could, either way, whether you like the same things or not, you could still steal all their money.
Okay, so steal money.
Ruining their life.
Get a clone, steal money. I'm gonna move on to
Actually, first, really quick.
yes.
Okay, can I do it?
Do what?
Read the book. It's really short. It's like a 5-page book.
Okay,
All right,
Hayden's gonna read to us
all right,
a
so-
novel by one.
So if you haven't heard, Jimmy Kimmel, I think it was, he wrote a book. He wrote a Dr. Seuss book about Donald Trump.
Oh god.
Oh, all right. It's right here. It's called Winners Aren't Losers by Donald Trump. And now this guy's interviewing Trump. Winners aren't losers. They're winners like me. A loser's a loser. Which one will you be? It gets better. This dog is a loser, and frankly, I pity it. This dog did bad deals. This dog is an idiot. Just wait. And poor Mr. Bear must feel like a loser, valeting that 2006 PT Cruiser.
What's wrong with PT Cruisers?
All right.
Everything.
It's
They have a low horsepower output. They're stupid looking.
just like a hat with embroidered. Just I saw a PT Cruiser today. Like pay money for it, not because I own a PT Cruiser, just because I saw one.
I see
This-
one basically every day.
All right. So now it goes. This lobster's a loser. Let's throw him in the pot. I like a lobster that doesn't get caught. Those losers are failures who get nothing done. Just what do I do? Or just do what I do and you'll be number one. Now, here are some frogs I do not like at all. We must kick these frogs out and then build a wall.
Dr. Trump.
All right. Oh, the places you'll go on your yacht, on your plane, with your suits from Milan and your wives from Ukraine. Oh, the buildings you'll build, oh, the wealth you'll amass, oh, the people around you all kissing your... I think you get it. There are two kinds of people. Which one will you be? A loser like them or a winner like me?
Well, okay.
And then this is Donald Trump's face as he's done reading the book.
Donald
His
Trump.
face all the time,
Yeah.
though.
He always does. He needs to get
I'm going to carry on to a conversation that Caden and I started early this week, I think. And he has since succumbed to my superior logic. But I think he would still like to have an argument about this. So I'm going to put this out there. Calvin came up to me and he said, Mr. Waddell, are humans a type of animal? And I said, of course they are. And Caden said, that's not true. Humans are not animals. And I asked him to explain himself. And basically what he said is, but humans have intelligence. Therefore, they aren't animals. And I tried to explain the idea of zoology, which is the study of animal life. That you have things like eukaryotes and prokaryotes. You have things like single-celled organisms and multi-celled organisms. And then you have things like plants, fungi, animals. And then once you get into animals, you have things like reptiles, amphibians, mammals. And so I asked Caden, which of those things we fit into? Are we a mammal?
Yes.
Therefore, just based off of its definition, it has to be an animal.
Now, no. No, I said there's no reason arguing with you because I know you're right, but I'll put up a fight. So, this is what I said. I said,
Are we still doing the Dr. Seuss thing, or
what? No.
no?
Let's
Okay.
kick them out and then build a wall.
No. Okay. In your eyes, why are humans not considered animals in a textbook definition?
Well, animals are things like, you said it yourself, we're so advanced, we're out of the food chain, we're on another level.
Mm-hmm.
We're so far away from animals, it's like...
We're far away from the food chain.
But we're just life-wise, we're so far away from animals, it's like
The food chain.
Animals. I'll explain why.
Okay.
Like, how far away the sun and the earth are. Now, that's a pretty large distance,
Yeah,
right?
93 million miles.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Now, that's how far I think we are away from animals. We're too up there to be like them. Now, what I mean is, like, when were woolly mammoths existing?
We talked about this before. The last
All right, no.
living
I
woolly
mean, like, wasn't it like 30,000 years ago?
the last woolly mammoth was alive when the pyramids were being built, so 6,000 years ago.
No, I mean during like the beginning of them.
They've been around for 20, 30, probably something more like 40, 50,000 years.
40, 50,000 years. And I know people were around then.
Yes.
Primitive people.
Yes.
Cavemen. Grunt people.
Still humans. Though.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, still humans. Yep.
And they spoke language.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Probably.
Exactly. And now, how far back do humans go? 3 million years?
Humans, as we would consider them anatomically similar to us as we are today, the oldest fossils that we find that we would consider being human are around 200,000 years.
I read a book in the library and it said humans have been around for 3,000,031 years. 3.31 million years. Now, I'm talking about
That would
Homo
be-
Neanderthals, too.
So yeah, that would be the genus. We have Homo sapiens, we have Homo australis, we have Homo Neanderthal. So that genus has been around for that long, but the actual species has been around for roughly 200,000 years.
Alright, yeah. I get it, but, I mean... Stop laughing, you're making me laugh. All right. All right. So I get that. I get it. We've only been not Homo neanderthals.
Would you call them animals?
Did they speak language?
So, okay, so your definition of animal or non-animal is language.
No.
I would assume they had some kind of primitive language.
Can monkeys build tools?
They use stuff to.
They could.
Yeah, I would
they
say
train
so.
them to.
Yeah.
They use
Like spears
Yeah.
and like hammers.
Have you ever
They,
seen
if
them?
you're asking if they can kill and find and prepare their own food, yes.
No. That's not what I mean specifically. What I mean is just we've somehow taken over the chance to evolve and get smarter and smarter and smarter. We're so just far out of there. We're gone.
Hop
We're
in
in
the
a
ocean with a shark.
We're in a spaceship gone. What do you mean?
When I say that we're out of the food chain, I don't mean that we are invincible. What I mean is we have amassed enough intelligence and technology where we don't necessarily have to worry about where our next meal is going to come from, at least in most developed worlds. That doesn't mean that we suddenly cease to exist in the same world that they do.
No,
So I'm confused as to where your definition for animal. What's your definition for an animal?
all right,
The
before
ability to have language, to use tools, to prepare food. What's your definition of an animal?
before I answer that, you're insane. I would never go swimming with a shark.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
no. I've done it before. It's scary. I don't like it.
Mm.
It's not fun. They're big. They're like way bigger than you are.
Yeah.
And they have teeth. And they look at you. Their eyes are just. They've got one expression. And it's either. Or it's just looking at you with beady eyes.
That's two
Like,
expressions. What?
No. Boy, no. All right, so what I mean is like, I would never go swimming with a shark.
What? Tell me what an animal is.
I know. Okay, gosh. All right, so
You're
what I mean-
dilly-dallying.
Dilly-dallying. I love that word. No, I don't. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is like, our intelligence, our anatomy, everything about us is just so far
Our
away.
anatomy is the exact same as every other mammal on Earth.
I thought about that, and I was wondering if you could create a human using like animals, like maybe ape arms, and then like a cat spine, because cats have the most like spine that we do. Their spine is like almost the exact same as ours. It's like maybe you put in a giant cat spine, and then pigs' hearts, almost the exact same. They're the closest thing.
Why?
Trying to pin me into a corner here. I'll slip away.
I'm trying to get to the point here.
What the point is just we're far out of there.
You
Too
just
far.
told me that our spines are the exact same as cats and our hearts are the exact same as a pig heart. How does that help your case that we are way different than other animals?
It does. I mean, we're just.
How?
You ever seen it do with pig skin?
No!
Exactly. We just have like. All right. So did we evolve from a pig, a cat, a chicken, and a monkey all at the same time? They just had one animal. All of them, all together at once, had one animal. Boom! And then over millions of years, that's a human. What?
Ellie, please take us somewhere else.
When you're saying that we all came from one animal, you're practically calling us animals when you're saying that.
No. I was saying, is he saying that we all come from one animal? What I mean is just, we evolved from fish, yes? That as the story goes. Cells, algae, something, fish, legs.
Given enough time, you can turn a wild wolf into a teacup poodle. And you can do that over a couple hundred years. Imagine what you could do with 4.5 billion.
I know, but all I'm saying is just the reason I don't think we're animals, our intelligence, our view of the world, the way we are. Like, you don't see animals doing this. Some ants build anthills. Termites build gigantic nests.
And we don't build cities?
We do build. Here's
So
what
how
I'm
is
trying
that
to get.
behavior different?
Here's what I'm trying to get at. Have you seen termite nests? They're like 10 feet tall and they're holy, and they not like holy. No,
Glowing.
no, they have holes in them. Like I wanna see if I can stick my finger in one because here's the thing. It's
As
just,
you do.
No, because haven't you ever like stuck a pencil in like a planner thing to hold your pencil?
Of course.
Exactly. I wanted to see if I could put my finger in there and then pick the thing up. Well, no. See, like, I wanted to put my finger in there and then my hand, but there are things in there, deadly things, termites. We're not made of wood, but I mean, hey, man, no one wants those things crawling around on you. All right, so what I mean is, we're just... Yes,
What?
it's all coming together. You see now, I'm winning.
You're right. You've beaten me down, and I forfeit.
Are relishing in the fact that you have won.
No,
Judd.
Oh, Kaden, you just sound like a really bad lawyer. You're like, no objection, I'm winning, you're losing. Animals are fish.
Caden on the witness stand.
All right.
Sir,
Oh, God.
where were you on the night of the murder? Well, see, here's how pool tables are made, right?
I've thought
And
about that
in
before.
your mind, you know that it's not related, but you're like, why is this so entertaining? Tell me
No.
more.
I can relate anything to almost anything.
Yeah, I know you can, and
Give me
that's why we
something.
still have not
Give me something.
answered the question.
All right, we're too smart. We're too built to not be anything like them. We're smarter. We're better. I mean, you don't have a full-on science contest with a dog.
That's interesting you brought that up. If you watch, I forget what the documentary was called. I think it's called, it's a Nova Science Now documentary. But what they did is they tested short-term memory and, parts of this intelligence where they took a certain type of gorilla and a human. And so they showed it a touch screen, kind of like a giant iPad. And it had different symbols, numbers, and colors on it. And they would display it kind of like Simon Says, like do this one, then that one twice, and then this one. And so they put it in order. And so if the gorilla got it right, they would get a treat, basically. The gorillas could do strings of pattern that were like 20 times longer than humans could. So the idea that we are smarter than them, I don't know if smarter is the right word. I would say that we have a better ability to problem solve. But, I mean, we're, again, like I mentioned before, we're the only species that has invented a way to exterminate itself. So, does that necessarily speak to our intelligence? I don't know. I would like to talk about idioms. I would like to test Caden on a series of idioms. Idioms are, of course, common phrases that seem to have no literal meaning, but point to something that you can apply to many situations as kind of a metaphor, an idiom. So you cannot look. I'm going to start with some pretty simple ones. Ball's in your court.
Wait, so what am I trying to do?
You're going to tell me what this idiom means.
Okay, so
The ball's in your court.
it means like you're playing basketball and someone like throws the ball at you, ball's in your court.
Outside of basketball, though.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Like, I had a conversation with
okay,
Teresa.
okay, so
Ball's in
so
her court.
so it's like a rap battle. It's like
What?
one person raps, the other person raps, and then they're done. Ball's in your court, buddy.
Ball is in your court is not a direct translation to a rap battle. Another simple one. Barking up the wrong tree.
It means like, hey, don't do that. You don't want to see me on my bad side. I might Hulk out.
Kind of. Ooh. The Devil's Advocate. I'm going to play the Devil's Advocate here.
Is that a song?
No, well, probably. What does Devil's Advocate mean?
Maybe it means like the devil has like taken over your body. It's like sorry. It's like what should I say? It's kind of like The Ring, maybe. You know The Ring?
I know The Ring.
Or it's like the one where it's like that little kid, and he had that black hair, and it was in Scary Movie 3, but it was like a real horror movie.
The
And
Ring.
the Poltergeist. Poltergeist.
Oh.
That movie.
Yeah. Devil's Advocate. The kid got taken over by Satan, walks on all fours. Now he does Satan bidding.
No, devil's advocate just means to present a counter argument for the sake of a counter argument.
I was off.
Because nobody's going to stand up for the devil, right? But what if the devil's got a good idea?
There's Satanists
Oh,
out
I'll be
there.
the devil's advocate here. I'm not the devil. I'm just going to speak for. It just means to come up with a counter argument.
I know there are like Satanists out there, but I've never ever heard of someone taking the devil. Like maybe a Satanist would, but I've never ever heard of someone saying, you know what, you guys are picking on the devil way too much. I'm just gonna speak for him.
He's actually a nice guy.
Yeah.
Hey man, don't steal my thunder.
It means like don't steal the attention away from me. I had that. Don't take it.
Mm-hmm. I'll do one more. This is the last straw.
Oh, so it's like the counting when you're gonna get punished. You don't want to get to number 3 when you're when they're counting down. No, I mean number 1. You don't want to get to 1 when they're counting down. Like, all right, so you don't want to get to number 1 because it's like you're gonna be punished in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'll do it.
The last straw.
Wait.
Oh.
I know it.
Okay, what is it?
It's like you've done this too many times, or you've made me angry too many times. This is the last straw. You do it one more time, and I'm hulking out. You're done. You're
Yeah,
out.
but why straw?
So it's like maybe you had a lot of straws and you're just throwing them. 1 chance, 2 chance, 3 chance, 4 chance.
Okay. I'll give you another one that is totally related to this.
All right.
It's the straw that broke the camel's back.
Boy. Okay. Now I'm trying to think of a situation where this might happen. How big is the straw?
It doesn't matter how big it is. It's the fact that it's the last one.
Okay, so it doesn't matter how big it is. Maybe it was a really big straw and the camel ate it and its internal organs exploded and then it broke its back.
No. This is the
Stop! I get it. I know.
Okay,
Sorry.
what is it?
All right. So, the straw broke the camel's back. Oh, it's like the game you play as a kid. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. Step on a line, break your dad's spine. It's like
What kind of games were you playing?
hopscotch. Like you can play right here.
I mean, I know what hopscotch is.
Step on a crack, break your mom's back.
Some powerful downforce there. No, the straw that broke the camel's back just means you put so much weight on it. Even though a piece of straw weighs nothing, you've put so many stresses over and over and over and over again that the last one, it's kind of like pushing my buttons. The last time you do this, and it finally caved in. Elliot, did you have something to say?
Well, no, I just have an idiom that I thought it was like a really weird one because I remember I heard the origins of it, but I forgot it. And it was, don't stare the gift horse in the eye.
I think it was mouth. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah, that one.
And I don't exactly know what that one means. I'm assuming that if you get a gift, don't inspect it too much and be like, oh, well, I got a new car, but that's not the color I wanted. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If you got a horse for free, don't be complaining about the way its teeth look. So you got a free horse. I think that's what it's saying. Be happy with a gift.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm pretty sure I know what it means. It means like even if it's a really bad gift, still accept it with like thankfulness.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it kind of comes down to too.
So,
Okay, well, speaking of all this inspecting of gifts, like I saw a thing or something. The show I think it's like My Sweet 16, and it's like the girl's getting like everything amazing, and she goes down outside the house, and there's like a sports car, and then it cuts back, on TV when they're talking to the camera. And it's like they're in some random room, and the camera it's just them, and she's like, she didn't give me the car I wanted. She ruined everything. These are the worst parents ever. I hope I die.
MTV for you. America.
Right. So when
Caden, closing thoughts.
All right. So when you were saying don't look a gift horse in the mouth, I thought you were talking about a llama. No, here's the reason why. I saw this really gross thing on a TV show called Tosh.0. He looks up funny internet things and then shows it to a live studio audience.
Right.
And this guy was like talking with a camel. The camel was inside his car. And they're talking and he's moving his head and the camel moves his head. He's like, ah, and then the camel spits right in his mouth. No, wait. And then he's like, oh my God, it spit in my mouth. He's like, there's food in there. And then when you're saying don't look a gift horse in the mouth, I thought you meant don't look the camel in the mouth because they spit a lot. If you study it too closely, you're just going to get spit on your face.
Idioms by Caden.
Don't look the camel in the mouth because they spit a lot.
Don't look the camel in the mouth because they spit a lot. They're disgusting.
Their mouth opens in like two and they're like, bah! Wah! In your face. And it's like, ah!
So, has anybody ever been on a camel?
It is so scary.
Okay, it's scary, but also pretty gross because 1, they fart all the time. 2, they actually spit, and 3, they like gurgle up their intestines and it like pops out of their mouth for a second and then they like suck it back up. It's like nature's airbag pretty much. Like if they're running too fast, like, oh no, I'm gonna
What?
You know, it's pretty gross.
Why did you?
I don't know what it is, but like something like pops out of their mouth and then like suck it back in.
Wait, as an airbag, so like if you could make a camel run into a wall, they would instinctively blow up their guts.
No, it was a joke. Okay. Oh no! We're not done. We need to eat Funyuns.
All right. So me and Mr. Waddell have never eaten Funyuns before.
Not once in my life.
Never. Neither have I. So and Miss Peel brought them over. She's like, "Hey, these were in my room somewhere. Here you go." Now they might be expired and we might die, but
No.
All right. No. No.
The back. I'm just looking at the back. Sorry, it says a deliciously different snack. That's fun.
No.
How are these more fun than anything else? Also, life hack: if you have like a bigger bag of this and you're tired of reaching all the way in, you roll up the bottom.
Oh,
Like
dang!
that, and then you can set it down and it doesn't tip over.
Dang!
Crazy rough
So I saw this ridiculous thing. It's like
Grab a Funyun.
All right, so it's like, oh baby. All right, so it's like a candy, not in America. It's like everywhere else though, and it's like a rip-off Kit Kat. Now I saw this guy, and he was reading. I'm not joking. This is what the package said of this rip-off Kit Kat.
Right.
It said ingredients: chocolate, something, wafer. Then it said warning: may contain human remains.
No way.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, that's.
Yes.
That's.
No.
That's not.
I've seen it like 3 times. 3
In person. You're no.
Live. I've
Nope.
seen it live. No.
Don't buy it.
These 3 people were like, "Oh my God, what's this?" They tried some, and then they had a mental breakdown because they ate people.
No, you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Let me rephrase. You're not lying. People were lying to you, and you think you're speaking the truth.
It's like 50-50.
No. Okay.
All right.
Katie and I are going to try Funyuns for the first time. Let's give it a little clink here.
First Funyun bite.
Why do you have to make that sound?
Oh my God. It's like
Incredibly salty.
it's really it's like really good at first. And then it turns in. I'm not joking. It turns in. I don't know how I know
Mine
this
disappeared. I didn't even swallow.
Same here. Oh my God. Same here.
Try their Funyuns.
All right.
They're fun because they like.
No, what's fun about something that disappears right away?
It's like cotton candy.
No, it's like, oh my God, this is so where'd it go? No! It's like chewing gum that just
That's genius. They can sell this for like $3 a bag, even though they don't actually have to put anything in it. It just disappears.
All right, so
These are. I'm gonna keep having these.
Yeah, do you mind if I have more?
Oh.
All right. So I don't know how I know this flavor, but this is how I'm interpreting the aftertaste. It's like a an onion and sour cream Pringle that was on the floor, a wet floor, and then you just put it in your mouth and you ate it.
I'm getting way too much crisp for thinking of it on a wet floor.
No way. It's like
These are actual onion. I suppose I didn't even read.
These are like year-old Fritos. They're really good at first. It's like super
well, it is
good.
Frito-Lay. Or Frito-Lay, as Judd came up with. So, Judd, tell us your theory about a new product that Frito
well, it's
should
like
come
you
out
have
with.
Lay's potato chips, but half the bag is air, so why don't you just call them Lies potato chips?
Frito lie.
So true.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, ingredients: enriched cornmeal with ferrous sulfate. So there's
Human
ferrous,
remains.
No. Ferrous sulfate does not mean human remains. Ferrous means iron, and sulfate means sulfur.
Lies, they're lying to you.
No.
No, because iron is.
Human remains.
The only thing in here that is at all related to onion is less than 2% onion powder. This isn't onion at all.
I see what they did. I see what they did.
Oh,
It's,
it looks good though.
it's really good, but
It's tough to stop.
it's hurting me because I see what they did there. The only thing onion in there, the reason there's only thing onion in there is because they have like cremated human remains.
No.
They're lying to you. The government lies.
Lies. Bella?
If you so
sorry.
strongly believe that there's human
No, it's a
remains
joke,
in
it's a
there,
joke,
why
it's a
do you
joke.
keep putting them in your mouth?
They're so irresistible. Ah!
On that note, we will end here as we are actually planning to do. Ran a little bit late. I can't stop eating these Funyuns peel.
Oh,
Okay, thank you for joining us. My name is Mr. Waddell, followed by
I'm Karen Parrish on my show.
Have a good day. Thank you for joining.
Woo!